Hi everyone, welcome back to Media Moogle. I am Ole Gamer Joe. We're looking at something quite a bit different today. This is the B.R.U.C.E project, an online multiplayer escape room experience. That's right, this takes place entirely through your browser. It comes from B.R.U.C.E, who apparently run a giant escape room out of Brighton and London. We are in North America, so obviously I've never been able to visit that, but they have collaborated here with another company called Eltham Escapes, and they have created an online multiplayer game which sort of simulates an escape room. I've never done an escape room myself, so I wasn't exactly sure what to expect, but, well, it's pretty interesting. So as you can see, the game takes place entirely through a web browser. They recommend that you use Chrome if you can, and that seemed to work out just fine. We had 3 players in our session. I tried to get a few more Media Moogle members involved, but that's all I could round up for the night, so we had 3 players. The game does allow for up to 6 players, and basically how it works is you will receive a login code once you purchase the game. Everyone will need to use that code. The leader, or I guess whoever was first to enter that code or set this whole thing up, will be in charge of things. And from there, he, or in this case, me, creates a username for himself and then a name for the room itself, and then the players that are going to be joining you will search for that room and join up with you. So not really too difficult to set up. Also, you'll want to definitely be in voice chat for this game. Obviously, you're working on puzzles together, so you'll want to do voice chat. And they also recommend you can do Zoom or Skype or something like that, so you can have a video feed as well. That's entirely up to you. We ran through Discord, and we had absolutely no issues with that. And after a fun, silly little video that everyone watches, you are thrown into the escape room. These escape rooms are full of clues and a few puzzles that you'll need to solve in order to crack the code and get on to the next room. Each player in the room is represented by a different colored mouse cursor, so then you'll begin communicating with each other in hopes of trying to figure out the solution to these rooms, and it's really pretty interesting, but essentially what you have is a co-op puzzle game. And while it might seem like things could get confusing with 3 people clicking around, as long as you communicate in this game, you really won't have that issue. In fact, 3 heads proved to be better than 1, because if one person in our session would get burnt out or not know the solution, someone else always seemed to step up and be able to help. So I do like that aspect of this game. At certain points, some of these puzzles will require you to use your memory, so we had Media Moogle's Alan take a screenshot at times, and he would read off the clues to us. And then our very own lovely Angela would kind of poke and prod around and figure out the solution working with Alan, and me, well, I guess I was there for moral support. We ended up playing the game for about an hour and a half, which brought us to the 4th room, if that gives you any kind of indication for how long a puzzle room can take. This could obviously vary a bit from group to group, but on the whole, I would say these puzzles will average about 30 minutes or so for you to figure out, and for the most part, they're pretty well done, fairly clever, and entertaining. In one room in particular, we had to carefully look at the flashing lights before they would disappear. This seemed a little frustrating at first, but once you realize you have more than one person in the room with you, one set of eyes can look a certain way, while another set of eyes looks at another corner of the screen, and I must admit it feels pretty satisfying when you all work together and figure something out. If some of the puzzles are frustrating you, you have a little robot friend which can give you a clue. Sometimes these clues are helpful, other times they aren't. And then for your moments of celebration, there is a victory horn, which Angela had a blast clicking for some reason.
Recruits, what a group of smarty pants you are.
Yeah, that's loud.
Sector
You're
2.
welcome.
It makes a very loud noise, and she was quite amused. Overall, we were all kind of surprised we ended up liking this product a good amount. B.R.U.C.E has made something pretty neat. Do understand that this will likely be your entire evening if you are going to invest in it, and you do get the code for 24 hours, so you don't necessarily have to complete everything in one sitting. This is a clever idea given these historic times that we find ourselves in, many of us in lockdown. Perhaps Sector X, the B.R.U.C.E project, is not as good as being in an actual escape room. Again, I can't really speak to that, but I've heard that they are quite fun. But I will say that it was a fun evening, and it does bring you together with your friends, even if they can't be in the same room with you.
Oh God.
Hey, oh, what the hell is... No.
It's a light bright. Hey, hang on, I need some more wine.
For more on Sector X, the B.R.U.C.E project, and all of our other content, head on over to MediaMoogle.net where we have some wonderful podcasts for you to check out, like I Dream of Indie, our indie game show. And if you have enjoyed our video coverage today, please do consider hitting the subscribe button below. We also have some wonderful tiers available over at patreon.com/MediaMoogle if you really like us, or you are more than welcome to leave a donation in the link below. Thank you so much for your support of Media Moogle and helping us bring a voice to the voiceless.